Netflix came into existence in the late 90s, a mere 4 years following the passing of Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria. So, when Netflix released Narcos in mid-2010s, it wasn't shocking that the series was met with attention, applause, and criticism alike. The platform garnered praise for its meticulous research and the skillful storytelling of Brazilian filmmaker José Padilha, whose direction infused the narrative with gripping drama. However, given the inherently political nature of Escobar's story, perfection was an impossible standard to meet, and small details sometimes carried significant consequences. This video uncovers lesser-known elements of Narcos, including its dramatized truths, behind-the-scenes dynamics, and the untold perspectives from the surviving Escobar family members. It dives into what Netflix didn't, or chose not to, highlight about the Medellin cartel's infamous leader, the so-called first narco-terrorist, and one of history's wealthiest criminals. If you haven't watched Narcos, consider this a spoiler alert. Beyond those spoilers, here are 10 truths Netflix left out about Pablo Escobar. The original vision for Narcos. Initially, Netflix envisioned Escobar's story as a feature-length film. However, as the team delved deeper into the drug lord's past, unearthing stories of his rise, dealings with individuals like Cockroach, and his criminal beginnings in gravestone theft, it became evident that a single movie couldn't encapsulate the narrative. Adding insights from DEA agent Steve Murphy and Javier Pena, who had first-hand experiences with Escobar, it was clear how much more remained to be uncovered. This led to the creation of the expansive series that fans know today. Escobar's personal recordings. One of the reasons Narcos feels so authentic is its reliance on Escobar's obsession with documentation. Pablo often filmed life at his lavish estates, capturing daily activities, conversations, and even minor details. This archival material allowed the creators to build a compelling portrayal of his world. However, in the show, Escobar is often depicted as introspective and brooding, plotting his next move in solitude. In reality, his personality was far more dynamic, complete with an affinity for controlling media narratives, even going so far as to buy or kidnap reporters to shape his image. The Escobar family's perspective. The Escobar family, unsurprisingly, had strong reactions to Narcos. Roberto Escobar, Pablo's brother and the Medellin cartel's accountant, was particularly incensed. He criticized the series for inaccuracies, including the portrayal of another accountant snitching on the cartel, events he claimed were fictionalized. Roberto even demanded $1 billion compensation from Netflix for using the family's likeness without consent. Other family members, including Pablo's son Juan Pablo, raised objections to specific dramatizations, such as Escobar's role in the Palace of Justice siege and the nature of his death. Escobar's ruthlessness. While the show captures the chilling essence of Escobar's brutality, it leaves out some of his most heinous acts. Beyond ordering hits, Escobar was known to torture enemies and dispose of mules to save money. Gruesome tales, such as his drowning a worker as entertainment or killing architects who built his secretive estates, underscore the unrelenting cruelty that was often glossed over in the series. A misrepresentation of M19. The guerrilla group M19 was reduced to a portrayal of idealistic amateurs in Narcos. In truth, M19 was a formidable and feared revolutionary faction in Colombia, with its leaders like Iván Merino Ospina, also known as Iván the Terrible, boasting significant guerrilla warfare experience. These inaccuracies downplayed the group's genuine impact and their complex ties to Escobar. Family ties and fictionalized relationships. The show took liberties with Escobar's familial interactions, including his relationship with his son, Juan Pablo. In Narcos, Juan Pablo is depicted as a young, naive boy during the height of his father's reign. However, he was a teenager by the time of Escobar's death and has publicly recounted his father's darker side, including Escobar's infamous temper and competitiveness, even cheating at family board games. Despite this, Juan Pablo also remembers his father as deeply loving, which contrasts the one-dimensional portrayal of their bond on screen. Secrets of La Catedral. While Narcos captures the opulence of Escobar's self-designed prison, it leaves out some startling details about what investigators discovered there. From an extensive archive of newspaper clippings and personal photos to disturbing items like lingerie and sex toys, Escobar's obsessive